They like, how you so cool, how you so fly, how you so fresh, you ain't even gotta try. Y'all pump faking, I ain't even gotta lie. Hit them with the hits, game winner switch in.
Tonight's game is presented to you in parts by the Frankfurt Eagles, Post 976. They are people helping people. By Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By the healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By the Farmers Bank, where you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. By the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. And by Tornado Roofing, specializing in residential and commercial roofing and repair.
From Clinton Prairie High School, it's high school basketball tonight on the ISC Sports Network as the Gophers of Clinton Prairie welcome in the Trojans of Tri-Central. Welcome inside the studio alongside Coach Bob Messlem. My name is Brian Jennings. Thank you for tuning in as we've got a good old-fashioned conference rival here tonight on tap, Coach.
Yeah, it looks like a couple 1A schools from the Hoosier Heartland Conference going to battle it out.
Of course, this is the Healthy Communities of Clinton County pregame show, making the healthy choice the easy choice. Time now to take a look at the keys to victory presented by Mulberry Telecommunications. Coach, keys for these two clubs.
Well, I think we got three keys. We got tempo, ball protection, scoring. Clinton Prairie wants to try to control the tempo. On the flip side, Tri-Central really wants to run the floor and push tempo a little bit. Ball protection is an area where both clubs are struggling a little bit. Clinton Prairie is struggling really tough there based on turnovers and assist ratio. And then the last thing is scoring. Clinton Prairie is only putting up 31 points a game, and Tri-Central is 44 points a game. So we look for a low-scoring affair tonight. But typically when you have a low-scoring affair, if you can see some of your teammates put the ball in the basket early, you feel a little better, and you gain some momentum and confidence throughout the game. But I think a key will be how the game starts. Can the girls get the ball in the basket?
This is, of course, Keys to Victory presented by Mulberry Telecommunications. Coach, each club with an outstanding player as well as we take a look at the players to watch presented by Tornado Roofing.
Yeah, Logan Creason for Tri-Central is averaging a double-double. She's 18 and 12. According to Coach Korn, she's a big force in the post. The offensive goes through her. And on the other side, Clinton Perry, Haley Wilson, she's averaging 6.5 points, 5.5 rebounds. But you know what? She's also averaging almost 5 steals per game. That's a lot in high school. That's a lot in any basketball game, but that's a lot. So therefore, emphasizing the point of ball protection that we alluded to in the keys to the game earlier.
Just like the players to watch tonight, specializing in their craft, so do the professionals at Tornado Roofing. For more information, visit tornadoroof.com. Of course, these two clubs no strangers to one another. Tri-Central comes in 4-3 overall, 1-0 in the conference. The Hoosier Heartland Conference and Clinton Prairie comes in 3-5, 1-2 in conference action. For Clinton Prairie, they are led by their head coach in his third season, Cale Morris, 26-29, now in her third season. And the head coach of Tri-Central, Matt Korn, 50-54 in his fourth season at Tri-Central. This very young club, these two clubs. So, as you said, Coach, a lot of times early on in the preseason, every so often, you'll get young clubs, and once they figure out what's happening and they understand the tempo, and especially at the high school level, two young clubs like this early on, they're just sort of feeling their way through. Yeah, especially Tri-Central. They're coming off a lot of injuries. Limited minutes tonight will be Angela Dempsey, one of the twins. She's coming back off an ACL. Earlier this year, Coach Korn only had 9 of 18 players available for practice. He is pleased. They've built a pretty good culture. They have some good kids, but dealing with those types of injuries early in the year makes it difficult, especially when you're young. For Tri-Central, as we said, they come in 4-3, winners of 2 in a row, most recently defeating Westell earlier this week, also defeated Madison Grant a couple of weeks back. And for Clinton Prairie, they're looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. A couple of losses, I should say, Rossville and Lebanon for this club. Actually, it's a 3-game losing streak. So for Clinton Prairie here tonight, they're looking to get off the schneid, while Tri-Central looking to extend this 2-game winning streak. Let's step out for a break, and when we come back, we'll have the toss and the tip. You're watching high school basketball here on the ISC Sports Network.
If you haven't signed up for Mintel Fiber Optic Internet from Mulberry Telecommunications, then you're missing out. We have various packages to choose from and speeds up to a gig. Not to mention each package includes a Wi-Fi 6 wireless router and access to our Mintel Smart Home app, giving you complete control of your network backed by our award-winning customer service. Go ahead and dance till your heart's content in whatever reality you want, even if it's virtual. Mulberry Telecommunications offering the best gig in town. Sign up today at Mintel.net and experience the Mintel difference.
At Day and Ginda Funeral Home, we embrace change while staying true to timeless values. Our commitment to putting families first remains steadfast. With up-to-date practices and unwavering compassion, we offer the highest quality of service for your loved ones. Trust to serve your family with a classic commitment in modern times. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
This holiday season, Mulberry Telecommunications invites you to bake all the Christmas cookies you can while watching your favorite holiday movies on Mintel TV. Go ahead and utilize the full power of your network's reliability and security as you shop online. And while we're on the topic of giving, more and more of the toys we love require Wi-Fi connectivity. However, you can rest assured that Mintel Fiber services have plenty of bandwidth available with gigabit speeds so your loved ones can enjoy the full potential of the gifts you've given. From all of us at Mulberry Telecommunications, we say Merry Christmas.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Welcome back to the Healthy Communities of Clinton County pregame show, making the healthy choice the easy choice. Again, alongside Coach Bob Meslin, my name is Brian Jennings. Let's take a look at the starting lineups presented by Ardente Dental. Healthy smiles start here. First, we'll start with the visiting Tri-Central Lady Trojans, led by their head coach, Matt Korn, in his fourth season, 50-54. In the backcourt at one guard, it'll be the 5'10" senior, Layla Keith. Keith battling pneumonia all season long. Coach calls her the best athlete on this club. Olivia Dempsey at a guard. She is a 5'6" junior, 8 points per contest. The other forward slot will be Layla Baldwin, 5'10" and a sophomore. The third forward will be Logan Creason, 5'10" and a junior, 18 points per game, top player on this club for Tri-Central. And in the third guard, I should say, will be Lily Stewart. She's a 5'7" senior. Clinton Prairie counters like this at a backcourt at one guard. It'll be Taylor Morgan. She averages 3 points, 2 rebounds per contest for the sophomore guard. The other guard slot will be Abby Swan, 5'7" tall and a senior, 2 points and 6 boards per game. Kylie Wilson, 5'4" senior, averages 2.6 boards per contest for Clinton Prairie. At the other forward slot, Natalie King, she averages 2 points and a couple of rebounds per game. And Ava Shockley, the senior guard, averages 3 points and 2 rebounds per contest. For Kale Morris, now in the third season for Coach Morris, 26-30 overall, as these two clubs get set to match up tonight. 28th meeting since 2004. Coach Tri-Central leads the series during that time, 14-13. Last season, these two clubs met about a year ago, and it was in that ball game Tri-Central with a 46-37 victory over Clinton Prairie. So the Gophers looking for some revenge tonight. Yeah, I think, we talked about a couple of players, one on each side, but one to look out for Tri-Central is Layla Keith. She's working her way back from pneumonia. And then on Clinton Prairie, Abby Swan. She's their leading scorer and rebounder. So hopefully those girls have good games tonight as well. Tonight's official, sponsored by the Farmers Bank. Let's grow. It's Dean Martin, John Finke, and Nate Robinson. Tri-Central in the blue and gold. Clinton Prairie in the home white. It's tossed and tipped. Hoosier Heartland Conference basketball underway here tonight on the ISC Sports Network, and the opening toss controlled by the Gophers of Clinton Prairie. There's that 2-3 zone, Coach. You're going to see a lot of zone tonight, I think, from this Tri-Central club. That shot out of bounds off the fingertips. It's going to stay with Clinton Prairie. Baseline jumper by Abby Swan came up short. Baseline right. The Gophers have the basketball. Off the inbound. There's Swan with it. Tri-Central. Now they're going to go a little man-to-man here, Coach. Yeah, it's a little saggy man-to-man. They're kind of daring them to shoot from the outside and force a turnover there. And what we talked about at the outset, ball protection. Unfortunately for Clinton Prairie, they average about 11 assists per game to 23 turnovers. It should be 2-1 the other way, but
that's going to be a key for them tonight.
Yeah, no question. And you mentioned it in the open. It's going to be the ability to start quick for both these clubs. These two clubs need to get off offensively in a hurry and put a little pressure on their opponent. Basketball belongs to Dempsey in the backcourt. Now they get it across the timeline to Layla Keith. Stolen away off the turnover. First turnover tonight by Tri-Central. Gophers working with the basketball. Here's Morgan. Now in the corner. That's Wilson again. And now you're going to see some 2-3s. And I think we're really, Coach, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think Tri-Central really going to look to try to confuse this young club.
Yeah. Initially, it's almost a sagging man-to-man, a little bit of a zone. But when they drop back into the zone, as you noticed on the first possession, offensive rebounding is a travel once again. So we've had 3 possessions and 3 turnovers. But when they sit in the zone, they'll give up more offensive boards because you're not as close to somebody to block out as you are in a man-to-man.
Natalie King turns it over with the turnover off the traveling call with 6:50 to go here in the opening quarter. No score here tonight on the ISC Sports Network. Pressure in that backcourt. Here's Dempsey looking to get it across the timeline.
Oh, she got it across.
And they just get it across. Bounce pass up ahead, Creason. Logan Creason can't get that to go off the miss, controlled by Taylor Morgan of Clinton Prairie. Morgan, the sophomore, brings it across the timeline, finds off the left wing, Hailey Wilson. Wilson looks to take it hard to the bucket. We've got our first points of the night. Wilson, averaging a couple of points per game, the senior, gives Clinton Prairie the 2-0 advantage.
Yeah, you notice Coach Korn said they wanted to run the floor, and they haven't been able to because it's been all dead ball.
Dempsey to the timeline for Tri-Central. Looks to pound it inside to Creason. Her power move to the bucket, and she gets it to go. We are tied at 2. 18 points a night for Logan Creason, and she's got her first deuce of the evening. And it's a 2-2 ball game with under 6 to play here in the opening quarter.
Well, Coach Korn wants to run the offense through her. You know, the 2 go-tos there are Layla and Logan for Tri-Central, and you notice she got good position in the post, was able to lay it up in the basket.
Prairie with the basketball. Here's Morgan. Taylor Morgan down the lane, kicks it left side, wide open triple try. Hailey Wilson too strong. And the offensive board picked out of there by Taylor Morgan. She'll fire the triple, and that's no good. But another offensive board deep in that corner by Abby Swan. Swan off the dump off. Morgan to the bucket with a left-hand finish.
You know, that was a wonderful basket cut by the young lady. Nice bounce pass, hit her in stride, and she laid it up with the left hand. So a good offensive possession off an offensive rebound for Clinton Prairie.
At the other end to the bucket. A couple of free throws coming up for Layla Keith, the 5'10 senior for Tri-Central. Tonight's game is brought to you by Frankfort Eagles, local number 976, serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles, at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort.
Nice form by Layla at the free throw line, the best shooter on the team according to coach, and see if she can knock down the second one.
Southpaw's second one is up and good. We're tied at 4 early in this one. 4-4 ball game, 5 minutes and change here to go in the first frame.
What we'll see here, Brian, is if they continue to hoist three-pointers, they're going to be long rebounds. Well, that one goes the other way, but typically on three-point shots, you get long rebounds, you get offensive rebounds, and then they got a basket cut on the last possession to go to 4 points. But
and we've got a foul in the backcourt against Clinton Prairie, and I believe that's going to be Taylor Morgan picking up the foul.
This token pressure has really bothered Clinton Prairie. They've almost had a couple 10-second violations, and we've only not even halfway through the quarter.
Lob off the inbound. Layla Keith to the bucket, and Tri-Central has their first lead of the evening. So they beat that sideline pressure, and with a 6-4 lead, here comes Clinton Prairie looking to push the basketball. Another turnover by Clinton Prairie into the hands of Olivia Dempsey of Tri-Central. Up ahead, they pound it to Stewart. Looks inside for Creason, can't get that to go. And the ball picked out of there by the Gophers.
Yeah, she really didn't have good position there from an angle standpoint to put the ball up in the basket.
Clinton Prairie season ago finished 7-17. They were 16-8 back in 22-23. Of course, Coach, they had a state title in Class 1A back in 1999. So this program has had some tradition over the years.
Yeah, and they last time they won a sectional, they won back-to-back in 20 and 21, so they're looking to get back to that type of games in the win column for this school because they have a rich basketball tradition. Unfortunately, last few years they've struggled a little bit, and this year, they're as you said earlier, they're 3-5, riding a 3-game losing streak.
Angela Dempsey in now for Tri-Central. 4:11 to go here in the first. Clinton Prairie with some full court man-to-man pressure. Here's Keith across the timeline with a left-hand dribble. Looking to pound it inside, gets it to Stewart. Stewart faces the double-down shot, no good. Battled on the weak side and picked out of there by Olivia Dempsey of Tri-Central. Another crack at it for the Trojans.
I don't think Creason realizes how much of a size advantage she has in the post. She should be able to seal, take her time, and finish.
Off the two-person game, runner by Stewart partially blocked and picked out of there by Clinton Prairie. Gophers looking to run. And at the other end, the bucket up and good. 6-6 ball game here with 3.5 to go in the first quarter, rather. As these two clubs, conference rivals, members of the Hoosier Heartland Conference. Another turnover by Tri-Central, and Clinton Prairie finds the basketball.
You know, a little bit of sloppy passing on both sides from an angle standpoint, from a pitch and catch standpoint.
And a foul coming up. If you need quality work from a qualified company, then look no further than Toyota Roofing. We offer free estimates, financing, and even handle insurance claims. Call us today at 765-670-6440 or visit tornadoroof.com for more information. Off the foul, full court pressure again by Clinton Prairie. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Tri-Central looking to push it. Here's Dempsey. Now right baseline to Stewart. Stewart back to Dempsey. That pressure really causing some issues for Tri-Central, Coach. Shot is blocked by Abby Swan, and the Gophers have it off the block shot. 2.5 to go.
That was a nice backdoor set they ran. It was a good bounce pass, but the young lady from Clinton Central made a nice recovery.
One thing you see from Tri-Central early on in this one, from Clinton Prairie, Coach, I think has been their defense is really sort of helping their offense early on because they're trying to put some pressure and try to get into the open floor. Ardente Dental offers high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Whether you're a brand-new patient or have been with us for years, we're here to serve you. Call us today at 765-654-7222 or visit us online at ardentedental.com. Ardente Dental, we bring smiles to life. 2:17 to go, clock rolling, first quarter. 6-6 ball game, Tri-Central and Clinton Prairie tonight on the ISC Sports Network, and a foul coming up against the Trojans of Tri-Central.
So 2 or 3 times already in the first half, they've brought up a post player to the elbow, and they've had a ball screen. Well, we were going to see it. But anyway, a ball screen, and the young ladies got to the basket a couple times ago, made a layup, and this time shooting 2 free throws.
First shot is good. Tonight's game is brought to you by Day and Genda Funeral Home with locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. Their compassionate, experienced staff at Day and Genda Funeral Homes are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on our services and community involvement, please visit dayandgenda.com. Day and Genda Funeral Homes, where we put families first. Tri-Central basketball, late first quarter here, and a good one tonight from Clinton Prairie, and off the steal, Gophers have the basketball. Turnovers have been a problem this season for Tri, Coach, no question.
Yeah, and they're dribbling in what Tri-Central's doing is they're trapping the ball just past half court. And they've done a very nice job. That time they got a very clean steal.
Madison German Potter, the freshman, into the game for Clinton Prairie, wearing number 31 in white, and we've got a whistle and a foul coming up against Tri-Central.
So to defend this high pick and roll, Tri-Central is going to have to either have their big show a little bit to divert the ball from a direct drive to the basket, or the guard is have to get over the top a little quicker. But right now, that's not happening, and that's why they're getting right to the basket.
Yeah, they seem like they've been trailing the screen, no question. Off the baseline, 16-footer is short by Lily Coleman, picked up by Tri-Central. Trojans looking to run. Another turnover by Tri-Central. Clinton Prairie on the push. Here come the Gophers on the glide into the front court. Here's Morgan working with the basketball. 1:11 to go in the quarter. And a foul coming up against Tri. It'll send Taylor Morgan to the free throw line, I believe. Check that. Nope, that is actually going to be Natalie King. Personal foul goes against Layla Keith for Tri Central.
Looks like we have a young lady from Tri Central that's trying to catch her breath on the sideline. I believe that is Logan Creason, if I'm not mistaken.
1:10 to go here in the first quarter. Clinton Prairie up 8-6. First shot is no good. And another one coming up for Avery Lennon, the freshman. Lennon gets one more. This young club, you look at their roster, Coach. Clinton Prairie with 4 freshmen. I see 2 sophomores, a junior, and the rest are seniors. Very young club here for Cale Morris. Clinton Prairie with a 3-point lead as we approach the 1-minute mark here in the first quarter. Tri Central looking to get it across. And they do, as Layla Keith has it, and she is going to be fouled by Clinton Prairie.
Yeah, Clinton Central is doing a nice job of trapping the basketball. And
off the lob inside, the drop step to the bucket by Stewart is up and good. And Tri Central down 1. Clinton Prairie on top by 1 here with 44 seconds to go in the first quarter. Clinton Prairie looks like they're going to sort of spread it out, Coach, and here hold for 1. I think Tri content to let them hold for that last shot as well as they sit back in that 2-3.
Well, I'm guessing they might set another high ball screen to see if they can get an open avenue to the basket for a layup or a foul, because several times Tri Central's been out of position, fouled, and put them on the free throw line.
16 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Gophers looking to run here. Inside 10 seconds. This is Morgan. Down the lane, up off the window. Too strong. Volleyball around. And with a half a second to go, the arrow gives it back to a Tri Central.
Well, as a coach, you didn't want to see a jump ball there if you were for Tri Central, because you would have got the ball at the start of the second quarter. Now you have a half second to go the full court.
Over the head heave is no good, and we are through 1 quarter of action from Clinton Prairie High School. It's the host, Gophers 9, Tri Central 8. You're watching Hoosier Heartland Conference Basketball here on the ISC Sports Network.
Fresh, you ain't even gotta try. Y'all pump faking, I ain't even gotta lie. Hit 'em with the hits, game with a switch.
Mulberry Telecommunications would like to apologize this holiday season. You see, we may have made our fiber optic internet too fast and too reliable, which isn't really a problem for any of our members. However, we fear that once Santa stops at a home in a Mintel fiberhood for milk and cookies, and he finds out that he can binge watch and stream all of his holiday favorites over gigabit speeds with no buffering, well, the only thing slow this holiday season might just be Santa. For more information on our fiber internet packages or Mintel services, visit mintel.net.
Alongside Coach Bob Meslin, my name is Brian Jennings. First quarter of action in the books. Clinton Prairie leading Tri Central 9-8. And Coach, very low-scoring first quarter. I think this is something we thought we would see early on in this one. A couple of clubs sort of feeling each other out through the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, both teams have had a bit of a struggle protecting the basketball. We've had several turnovers on both sides. The press has really bothered the tempo, because they've not been able to run the ball up and down the court. They've been trapped and they've thrown the ball away. So hopefully here in the second quarter we can see some cleaner passes, some basket cuts, and be able to see the ball go through the basket a little bit.
CP with a basketball to begin the second quarter. This is Taylor Morgan. Morgan looking as Tri content to sit in that soft man-to-man, almost a bit of a, you can almost call it a matchup type zone in some aspects off that baseline. The three-pointer on the way, Natalie King, and she connects. King dials up long distance. The lead is 4, largest lead of the night for Clinton Prairie here with 7.5 to go in the first half.
Well, what's good for Tri Central is Logan Creason is back in the game. She went out with a little breathing issue.
And a missed bunny off the turnover. But Clinton Prairie crashes the offensive glass. King came out of there with the offensive board, and we've got a tie-up, and the Arrow's going to give it back to Tri-Central.
Well, when I talked to Coach Morse, one of the things he talked about was winning the rebounding battle. You've seen how many offensive rebounds they've gotten here in the first half.
King with the first 3 of the night for Clinton Prairie. Offensive boards, obviously, Coach, you've got to be able to block out on the defensive end. If you get beat in the rebounding battle, you're asking for problems.
Yeah, and what Clinton Prairie has done is they have dribbled to the right side every time against this press, and there are 2 girls waiting for her. And you got to be able to reverse the ball and go back and then cross the timeline on the other side.
That pressure has caused problems tonight for Tri-Central. Here's Stewart in the backcourt for Tri-Central. She'll bounce pass across the timeline, finding Olivia Dempsey. Dempsey's pass deflected. Ball is loose and picked out of there by Crease, and she loses the handle, now gets it back, looking to put it to the deck, hard to the hoop, bucket up and good. So the bucket goes, and the lead is down to 2.
If I'm Tri-Central, I'm looking at that play almost every time, because then if they do collapse, you'll have outside open shots.
Creason got the bucket off the double down. Spin move to the bucket, and a 2-shot foul coming up for Natalie King. At the Farmers Bank, we like helping everyone grow. We draw on over 140 years of history to honor the principles of personal connection and individual attention that have been there since our founding in 1876. And that's why you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Yeah, that's Logan Creason's second foul, so coach is going to rest her. Some coaches have different philosophies here. Some let you play it out, but typically, especially post, when they get the second foul in the second quarter, they go to the bench. Now, with 6.5 minutes to go, you wonder how long she will be there, because she's a force in the post.
The lead is 4 for Clinton Prairie, 6:35 to go, and there's the pressure once again. Tri-Central looks to come across the timeline. Keith across the timeline. The senior gets it on top. Now they look to pound it inside, and it's kicked out of bounds. Last touched by Clinton Prairie and Taylor Morgan.
Well, what Clinton Prairie's doing, they're doing a run and jump trap. There's always, wherever the pass goes, the person who passed the ball, their defender is going to guard the ball. So they're having 2-on-1 almost at every time.
From the free throw line, Layla Keith connects. The senior forward brings Tri-Central within 2, 6:17 to go. Clock rolling here in the second quarter. Skip pass near side. Morgan wide open triple. The rainbow jumper is short, and it's snatched up by Layla Keith of Tri, and a reach-in foul coming up against Taylor Morgan of Clinton Prairie.
Yeah, Taylor averages about 6 points a game, and sometimes when you miss a shot like that and then you foul somebody 80 feet from the basket, it's a little bit of frustration.
Exactly. 6:04 to go, and a 2-point advantage for Clinton Prairie. Clinton Prairie looking to really turn up that pressure.
Yeah, their pressure has allowed them to control the tempo a little bit.
Lob up ahead to Claire Conrad, who's into the game now. And traveling violation. Lily Stewart switched pivot feet, and that's a turnover by Tri-Central. Let us be the first to welcome you to Fiberhood. Mintel Fiber Optic Services offer super fast, reliable internet with a gig of speeds, streaming TV packages, and voice solutions. Sign up today at www.mintel.net. That's mintel.net, or call 765-296-2885 for more information.
Nice post feed there. The girl had good position, drop step, and made a layup.
The bucket that time by Abby Swan of Clinton Prairie, and that 4-point lead continues. Clinton has not been able to stretch that lead past 4, Coach, here with 5.5 to go in the first half. And that pressure really bothering Olivia Dempsey, but we've got a whistle and a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Attention all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside Frankfort, Indiana, our venue offers stunning and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. We provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. Alongside Coach Bob Messler, my name is Brian Jennings. Coach, your thoughts on what we've seen thus far?
Well, Tri-Central has to figure out what to do both full court and half court against this trapping defense. It's kind of a man-to-man, but the other girl is always looking to trap the ball. And what Clinton Prairie's been doing is taking the ball above their head, and it's really tough to to go anywhere with the ball above your head.
Tri-Central has been banged up all season long, folks. They have had, at one point, 9 of their 18 players were out due to illness or injury. So this is a club still sort of finding their way. They score 44 points a game, and they allow 36. Most recently, a victory over Westdell, and they beat them 58-9 back on December the 4th. So this club, Coach, can score some points, but I think tonight Clinton Prairie's defense has been the difference in this one.
Yeah, and their shooting percentages, their Tri-Central is 34% from three-point, 58% from the free throw line, and only 42% from field goals. That is, with those numbers at those 3 levels, it's tough. It's tough to score points.
Second free throw on the way is up, and it's good. The 5-point lead, the biggest of the night for the Gophers.
Once again, here we have the pressure, and we're going to see a trap.
Keith comes across the timeline with a hip-high left-hand dribble. Now they swing it to the near side to Dempsey. Dempsey thought about the 15-footer from the elbow.
That was a good decision not to shoot.
Keith along the baseline, and a 2-shot foul coming up against Clinton Prairie.
Yeah, some young players, when they get to that spot and they feel they're open, they just throw it up there, as opposed to making a good decision, passing your teammate, and getting a better shot. But she made a very good decision there at the free throw line.
Formed almost 20 years ago, Healthy Communities of Clinton County remain committed to the community by offering programs geared toward a healthier tomorrow, with focus on overall health, mental health, and substance abuse disorders, and reducing teen pregnancy. The goal is to make the healthy choice the easy choice. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org.
Well, Coach Korn didn't waste much time with Logan Creason on the bench. She went only a couple minutes.
Back to a 4-point lead, under 5 to play here in the first half. Right side jumper, no good. Offensive board by the Gophers, put back up, and it is good by Abby Swan. Swan with her second bucket here in the quarter.
You notice on almost every three-pointer from Clinton Prairie, the three-point shot, they've got an offensive rebound. They're in position, plus they're in a zone, and so they've got a couple nice putbacks.
There's Angela Dempsey, the junior guard, back into the game, coming off that ACL injury. You can see that big brace on that left knee, and a 5-second violation, and the turnover, again, by Tri-Central. You talked about the offensive board, Coach, and here's a prime example of getting that inside position, just sort of snuck in there off the steal and was able to get the loose ball in the bucket.
Well, what they're doing, they're defending the rebounder, contesting, and that's not allowing Tri-Central to get out and run.
Clinton Prairie looking to be very patient here. Wide open triple out of the corner by Swan is up and good. A good second quarter for Abby Swan, coming in averaging 2 points per night. She's got 3 buckets here in the quarter, and the lead is 9, largest lead of the night thus far for Clinton Prairie. And we've got a stoppage. Looks like a foul. Didn't catch the number who committed the foul, but we can tell you there's 4 minutes to go here in the first half, and Clinton Prairie approaching double figures with their lead. Lennon got the foul. That's her second. Drop step, move to the bucket. It's up, and it's good by Logan Creason. Creason to the line with a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
I don't know if we can see this again, but you notice it was a great pass over the top into the post. Creason had great position, finish. She's left-handed, so it was easier for her on the left side. She goes to the line with a chance to convert the old-fashioned three-point play, but the offense is different when she is in there, and like I said, Coach only left her out of the game about 2 minutes.
Creason averaging 18 points, 12 boards a night. Shot on the way up and good, so she capitalizes on the three-point opportunity. The lead down to 6, 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the first half.
This zone should help keep her out of foul trouble, but you wonder if they're going to continue with their rebounding woes in the zone.
Well, you know, the lead was 9 just moments ago. If you can stay between 4 and 6 for a deficit, I would look for Tri-Central and Coach Matt Korn to maybe stick in that zone just to protect Creason inside with that foul difficulty.
Well, it has stopped the drives down the lane.
Absolutely.
So that's one good thing.
Tri-Central basketball deflected out of bounds off the fingertips of Angela Dempsey. Dempsey was trying to find a teammate and throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, Tri-Central's not doing their teammates any favors by on the passing angles, not getting open on the wings. It makes it tough when you pick up your dribble to not have a turnover out front.
Turnabout fair play. It's going to go back to Tri-Central off the turnover. Turnover's been a problem for both clubs this season. As we've mentioned, this club in Clinton Prairie scoring 33 a night, allowing 43. But I think tonight, Coach, I think the key for both these clubs, and you said it during the open, was the ability to come out in a fast start. And for Clinton Prairie, I think they're looking to get their defense involved early to really sort of spark their offense. And off the miss, the putback is too strong from Angela Dempsey. Rebound controlled by the Gophers with 3 minutes and change remaining here in the first half.
McCreason got a shot, got an offensive rebound, and got it to a teammate for a shot, and they were unable to convert.
Clinton with the basketball. Lily Coleman loses it, ripped away by Dempsey. Dempsey looking for the bounce pass up ahead. Layup at the other end. No good by Creason. Battle along the sideline. Creason had it, lost it. Dempsey finds it. She takes it to the bucket and gets the finish.
What a great hustle play by Tri-Central. You know, they were out of position, and then they saved the ball in bounds, went and got a layup.
Timeout taken. We'll keep it right here during the timeout. And good move right here off the miss. Good hustle play by Olivia Dempsey.
Now she's just coming her back, as you mentioned earlier, off of ACL rehab, so you see the brace on the, I believe it's the left leg. And Coach said she would play limited minutes, but keep in mind she was their third leading scorer a year ago.
We look inside the Clinton Prairie huddle. Coach Cale Morris talking to his club. Clinton Prairie. Of course, Class 1A sectional number 55. We've talked about this was a club last season struggled, but a club at the same time, Coach. You know, you look back to 2021 when they won the sectionals, and back in 23 they won a regional. This is a club that really plays a very good schedule. They play a lot of 2A and 3A schools, and that's going to prepare you for the postseason.
Oh, whenever you can play up during the season, it helps you. And their schedule, they schedule opponents accordingly so that they can prepare themselves throughout the season for both the conference and the state tournament.
We talked about Clinton Prairie finishing 16-8 back in 22-23, and they won a sectional back in 22 and a regional as well. So you've got a couple of clubs, and as I said, with Tri, it's a club that plays a solid schedule. Just both of these two clubs have the philosophy of just getting ready for the postseason. I think that's something as a former coach at this level, Coach, you understand as well as anybody. That's the ability of why everybody gets into the state tournament here in Indiana, and that's why the regular season, a lot might call it the preseason.
Yeah, and what's not real unusual, but you got two schools that have both won state championships playing each other. That doesn't happen a lot.
2:10 to go here in the first half. Baseline drive, runner by Keith, up and good. Layla Keith with a bucket. Keith with a solid first half, battling pneumonia, best athlete on this club. Brings Tri within 2. Clinton Prairie with the basketball, under 2 minutes to go. And a turnover as it was Abby Swan stepping on the sideline, so it's going to give it back to Tri-Central. Tri-Central was down 9 just moments ago. They're in the middle of a 7-0 run the last minute and a half or so, and they have a chance to take the lead.
Well, the last couple 3 possessions, when the pass has gone to the corner, they've double-teamed the corner, caused a couple turnovers. They've been able to convert. Nice pass. And if Creason would have used the backboard, it would have been a lot easier shot for her. Easier said
than done. That's right. This is the easy spot right here. And off the battle for the loose ball, the Arrow's going to give it back to Clinton Prairie.
I don't think I might have missed a shot tonight, but, you know, it's easier.
It's easier up here, there's no doubt.
But if you notice, when they bring the ball down, this 2-3 zone is becoming a little trapping zone. Now it's 1-3-1, and you'll have the wing and the baseline go trap in the corner.
Clinton Prairie basketball. Wilson now lobs it to Morgan. Ball loose.
Kind of got away with the travel there, but ultimate turnover, and here goes a layup.
Bucket by Creason, points in transition for Tri. We're tied at 22.
The game has changed. When Creason went back in the game, they were down, 9?
Yes, absolutely.
And now we have a tie game and within 3-4 minutes.
Alexis Perez in now for Clinton Prairie, wearing number 32. She's a freshman as well. She has the basketball. She'll fire it on top, wide open 3. Rimming in and out. Creason with the board. Nice job there, Coach, to keep it above her head.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Clinton Prairie, that was a shot like we passed a couple times and I'm going to shoot. Probably not the shot that Coach Morris wanted.
30 seconds to go here in the first half. Tri-Central basketball. Dempsey tracks it down with 24 to go.
Be interesting to see if they can hold on to the ball for one shot without a turnover.
Down the lane goes Keith. And a foul coming up.
Well, we had a turnover one way and then almost a turnover going back the other way, but we're already at the free throw line. Well, we have less than 10 seconds. With the new rule, she's going to be shooting 2.
Olivia Dempsey to the stripe, 8 points, 5 steals per game. She's really stepped up her play this season for Tri-Central, and the first shot is up too strong. She'll get another here with just under 10 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, with a free throw like that, they got to make sure they block out Greason because she could easily get an offensive rebound, put back, and then they could be up 2 at the half. She's lucky she didn't get her third foul for over the back there.
Second one, no good. 6 seconds to go. Clinton looking to score here in the final seconds of the first half. Shot on the way. It'll count if it goes, and it does go. So the bucket is good by Taylor Morgan at the break, and the clubs head into the locker room. Halftime show coming up. It's Clinton Prairie 25, Tri-Central 22. Again, it's the Day and Genda Funeral Home halftime show on the other side of the break. Abby Swan and Clinton Prairie with the lead. This is the ISC Sports Network.
Frankfurt Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
At Tornado Roofing, we provide a complete range of services defined by quality, innovation, and expertise. We offer free estimates, have financing available, and handle insurance claims. Tornado Roofing is more than a name. It's a family-owned and operated business known for its committed customer service and expectation of going beyond our clients' needs. Our work is backed by a customer satisfaction guarantee to provide you with peace of mind. For more information, visit tornadoroof.com or call 670-6440. At Tornado Roofing, we believe in putting a strong roof over your head.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Mulberry Telecommunications would like to apologize this holiday season. You see, we may have made our fiber optic internet too fast and too reliable, which isn't really a problem for any of our members. However, we fear that once Santa stops at a home in a Mintel fiber hood for milk and cookies, and he finds out that he can binge watch and stream all of his holiday favorites over gigabit speeds with no buffering, well, the only thing slow this holiday season might just be Santa. For more information on our fiber internet packages or Mintel services, visit mintel.net. Welcome to the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. From the moment you arrive on the property, you'll notice every detail is finely crafted to provide you with the dream wedding you've always dreamt about. From carriage and trolley rides to breathtaking aerial views via our hot air balloon, the Willow Creek Barn offers unforgettable moments that will last you a lifetime. For more information about our packages and availability, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the air necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
Welcome back to Clinton Prairie High School. Halftime score, the Gophers of Clinton Prairie 25, Tri-Central 22. Alongside the coach, Bob Messlin, my name is Brian Jennings. Thanks for tuning in. Coach, as we open up the Day and Genda Funeral Home where they put families first, let's get your thoughts on the first half.
Well, Tri-Central finally started in the second quarter going through Creason in the post. She was able to score. She got in a little foul trouble, but she sat out a couple minutes, came back in, and they were 9 points down and ended up tying the game before the three-pointer at halftime. Also, their 1-3-1 kind of turned the game a little bit. They were getting beat on direct drives to the basket from the elbow. They went to a little trapping 1-3-1, which helped them get some turnovers. On the flip side, in Clinton Prairie, their press has really been bothersome. They've picked up a lot of offensive rebounds because they shot some three-pointers. They only shoot 18% for three-pointers for the year, but you saw at the end of the first half they nailed one to have a three-point lead at halftime, and they are continuing to shoot the ball, but what that allowed them to do is get some offensive rebounds for putback. So we're looking at a pretty even ball game. Both teams, as we said earlier, are struggling taking care of the basketball. It's been evident in the first half.
Clinton Prairie led 9-8 at the end of the first quarter, outscored Tri-Central 16-14 in the second quarter, take the 25-22 lead into the locker room. Clinton Prairie had a 22-13 lead at the 3-minute mark of the first half, but a big run by Tri-Central late in the first half closes the gap to within 3 as the clubs head into the locker room. Let's step out for a break, and when we come back, we'll have more here on the halftime show. At the break, it's Clinton Prairie 25, Tri-Central 22, and this is the ISC Sports Network.
Hey there, my name is Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we are part of, actually, the entirety of, at least from an on-air standpoint, Query and Schultz on the ISC Sports Network. It's appropriately named. It's charitably award-winning. And, Derek, now we venture into season number 5. Hard to believe.
5 of them. 5 of them. Can you believe it? 2 best buds talking Colts, Pacers, Indiana sports, every Tuesday night, 7:30, ISC Sports Network, and on socials as well.
It is made possible, of course, by the people who watch and listen every single week. We are most appreciative. We look forward to season number 5.
Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber-fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back at the break. This is the Mintel FiberFast halftime highlights. Alongside Bob Blessel, my name is Brian Jennings. And, Coach, early on in this ballgame, Clinton Prairie was really taking it to Tri-Central.
Yeah, as you saw in that first highlight, they had an easy direct drive to the basket. And then in the second quarter, Tri-Central went into the post to Logan Creason. She made her presence felt, and, she's averaging 18 and 12 for the season. And I don't think that Clinton Prairie has anybody that can match up with her inside, so I would continue to look there. But as you see in these highlights, some girls are getting some open layups, and then fortunately for Clinton Prairie, they hit a couple threes.
And here's one of those threes right there that you mentioned out of the hands of Natalie King. That was early on in this ballgame. But I think the difference for Tri right now, for Tri-Central, they're just looking to get the ball inside. They do have the size advantage.
Yes, very much so. They need to get Layla Keith a little bit going a little bit. She's their best overall scorer and shooter. I know she's still working her way back from pneumonia, but if they can get her into the flow of the game, that will really help take some of the pressure off Creason. Because right now, Creason's carrying the load, and the guards are getting trapped, and they've struggled with the press.
That's your Mintel FiberFast halftime highlights. Let's step out for a break. When we come back, we'll have more here on the Day and Genda Funeral Home halftime show. At the break, Clinton Prairie 25, Tri-Central 22, and you're watching the ISC Sports Network.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable. To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99. Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
At Day and Genda Funeral Home, we embrace change while staying true to timeless values. Our commitment to putting families first remains steadfast. With up-to-date practices and unwavering compassion, we offer the highest quality of service for your loved ones. Trust to serve your family with a classic commitment in modern times. Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Back at Clinton Prairie High School, just about set for the start of the second half. Dedicated to providing top-notch legal services to clients in Tippecanoe County and surrounding areas. Call 838-8700 to schedule a free consultation today. It's Sandra Myers Law. Second half underway, and the first turnover of the second half by Tri-Central gives it back to Clinton Prairie. They have the basketball with a 3-point lead early on here in the second half. Coaches, let's talk second half adjustments. What does Clinton Prairie need to do?
Well, first of all, that was an excellent drive, but that should be an offensive foul. The referee changed his mind, and that was a good call there because she had good position in the post. But, Tri-Central need to continue to go through the post. That was one of the keys that Coach Korn had said earlier in the week. And then for Clinton Prairie, they need to continue to win the rebounding battle. They did it in the first half, and now they're back in the press, and was very bothersome in the first half.
Clinton looking to continue the pace from the first half. Shot no good underneath by Creason. And a foul coming up. Creason got caught with her hand in the cookie jar. Or was that a jump ball?
They might have called that a held ball.
Yeah, I think they did call it a jump ball.
Well, you notice how not as comfortable on the right side for the layup with Creason. On the left side, she made all those in the first half.
And that three is up and good. Shot good that time by Alexis Perez, the freshman. Perez with a solid night here tonight, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Let's keep it right here. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Frankfurt Eagles, Local 976, serving the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfurt Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfurt Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfurt.
So one of the weaknesses of a 1-3-1 zone is if you can hit corner threes. And the last couple of possessions, they have gotten good looks, and fortunately for Clinton Prairie, that one went down. But as you have the one on the baseline running back and forth, you typically, the wing drops down and you try to trap the corner. But that girl had a very good look, and that was all net for her.
Well, you think about it, if Clinton Prairie can knock down one or two threes against that 1-3-1, I would look for try to get out of that 1-3-1 rather quickly, even though they're down 6 here with 7:16 to go in the third quarter. And we talk about it all the time, Coach. First quarter and third quarter of every basketball game, crucial, especially early on in those quarters.
Yeah, but what happened there on that last possession is in the first half, they were trapping that corner. This time they did not trap the corner. Girl had her feet set, catch and shoot, and it was
and a steal off the inbound into the free throw line goes Hailey Wilson.
Very, very sloppy inbound play by Tri-Central, especially coming out of a timeout.
Dempsey picked up the personal. Olivia Dempsey with the foul. That's her second, I believe. First one here in the quarter. And to the line for Clinton Prairie. First shot on the way is up and good by Hailey Wilson. Dine in or carry out. The South Fork restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials. Fresh, never frozen whole catfish, hand-battered tenderloins, and award-winning onion rings. The kitchen is open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 8:30. Come join us at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry or visit southforkpub.com for our latest menu options. 5-point, check that, 7-point advantage for Clinton Prairie with 7 minutes to go and a chance to stretch it, but they give it right back to Tri-Central as Dempsey comes out of there with it. Now it's loose again and tracked down by Layla Keith, but a foul. And actually a double dribble call. It's going to go back to Clinton Prairie, and that pressure just continues to give Tri-Central trouble, Coach.
Yeah, they're not making crisp passes. They're not cutting to the ball, and it's just a little bit sloppy, and hence the turnovers.
Lead is 7 for Clinton Prairie. 6:44 to go here in the third quarter. No JV game tonight. It was an early start out of the corner. 3 on the way. Abby Swan buries the bomb. And the lead double figures with 6.5 to go here in the third quarter for Clinton Prairie. Gophers stretching this one up, Coach.
Yeah, that's 2 wide open threes in the last 3 possessions, and fortunately they were able to knock them down.
Tri-Central basketball. Stewart leaves it in the right corner for Claire Conrad. Conrad facing that pressure, looking for Creason. Back to Stewart.
Very interesting offense difference with Creason up at the high post and down the low post. They're struggling getting her the ball.
And you've got Stewart.
You have to look in there.
As well out there at the top of the key. Off the pound inside. Creason to the bucket with a nice drop step in the hoop.
Yeah, they need to do that almost every time. They can't guard her inside.
Post player could not front her, and she was able to get the hoop. Lead down to 8 with 5:47 to go, third quarter.
You know, Tri-Central's gone back to the 2-3 as opposed to the 1-3-1 that got them back in the game in the second quarter.
Shockley, too strong on that attempt. Stewart gets the board for Tri-Central. Tri-Central looking to push up ahead. Creason to the cup, and she misses it, and she'll shoot a couple. Had a good look, just couldn't get it to go, Coach.
Yeah, it was a good foul by Natalie King there to put her on the line for 2, but it was almost a 3-point play.
If you need quality work from a qualified company, then look no further than Tornado Roofing. We offer free estimates, financing, and even handle insurance claims. Give us a call today at 765-670-6440 or visit tornadoroof.com for more information. And the southpaw hits that one.
Yeah, she shoots about 61% from the line, but she's hit her free throws tonight. I believe she's 4 for 4 now.
Creason cuts the lead for Clinton Prairie to 6, 5:23 to go here in the quarter. Clinton Prairie with the basketball. 3-point shot short, covered up by Tri-Central. Trojans looking to run. At the other end to the bucket, shot no good from Keith. Put back is, however, and a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play for Creason.
Yeah, she's kind of put the team on her back from the middle of the second quarter here till almost the middle of the third quarter. But when she gets planted and posted on that left side, based on her size and strength, she's very hard to stop for Clinton Prairie.
Off the miss, Clinton Prairie comes up with it. 5 minutes to go in the third.
So you wonder if Coach Corner's gone to the 2-3 here in the third quarter and saving the 1-3-1 for the fourth quarter.
Jitterbugging her way to the bucket. Shot good by Taylor Morgan. Morgan gets the hoop. Lead back to 8. Under 5 to play here in the third. That's a good point, Coach. And now another steal. And points off the turnover. The shot is up and good by Hailey Wilson. 10-point advantage. You mentioned, Coach, that ability for Tri-Central to sit back in that zone or the 1-3-1. I think at some point they're going to really have to think about putting some pressure on this Clinton Prairie club so they just don't milk the clock. Jumper in the lane, no good from Keith. Out of bounds.
Yeah, they had that pressure out of the 1-3-1 in the first half where they trapped in the corners, but the 2-3 zone has been a little more passive. They've had some backcourt violations, and not violations, turnovers, and turned into easy layups for Clinton Prairie.
Olivia Dempsey will trigger the inbound right of the rack for Tri-Central. And off that inbound, Stewart to the cup. She gets the hoop and the harm. And Lily Stewart shoots one.
That was a very nice play, and you wouldn't expect a post player to cut to the basket like that. They spread him out and went straight from the elbow. Good, nice bounce pass, good conversion, and like you said, possible three-point play here. Almost all of Tri-Central's baskets are coming from the inside.
Three-point opportunity comes up short, and Clinton Prairie snatches it up with 4:10 to go here in the third quarter and a 6-point advantage. Madison German Potter, the freshman, wearing number 31 into the game. For CP, into the lane, leaping laner, no good from Taylor Morgan. But the miss and the putback is up, and it's good. And Alexis Perez with the offensive foul.
Yes, good position by Creason there. Took a chance there because she's already got 2 fouls.
This is where Perez went wrong, Coach. He sort of leaned into the defender. Good job underneath that time by Creason to take that charge, as you mentioned.
And in high school, there's no restricted area, so.
No halo.
Yeah, that would have been a and one in college.
Lead is 6 for Clinton Prairie. 3:44 to go, clock rolling, third quarter. Dempsey loses it. Angela Dempsey and Tri-Central will get it back.
None of her buddies came to help her out.
So Creason and Tri-Central down 6 with the basketball as Dempsey looks to trigger. Angela Dempsey finally gets it in. Finds Keith, but I believe Keith stepped on the sideline.
She never got position
established,
inbounds,
yes,
to get the ball back. But that's what happens when you make a close inbound pass. It was like maybe a foot.
That's where spacing is a key.
Now we're back to the
1-3-1.
We'll see if he can turn the game around.
Clinton Prairie goes with an even man front against that odd man front zone, Coach. Long three on the way is going to be short out of the hands of Hailey Wilson. Offensive board by Clinton Prairie, deflected away and snatched up by CP. Into the lane, up off the window, the shot goes. And that again was Abby Swan. Swan with a putback.
You know, it's most of the 50-50 balls are going to Clinton Prairie. They're almost 60-40, 70-30.
Dempsey into the front court, wearing that heavily braced left knee coming off that ACL injury. Now stolen away. Morgan with the finish. Taylor Morgan gets the hoop. The sophomore stretches it to 10 with 2:47 to go in the third. Tri-Central struggling as Dempsey nearly loses the basketball.
Yeah, they have to go back inside to crease in the half court.
Keith down the lane, and a foul against CP.
Well, it's good to see Layla Keith kind of, take the ball to the basket to get to the free throw line, and hopefully for her she can convert. But she's been somewhat quiet tonight, and she's their best overall athlete and shooter, but maybe the pneumonia is still having some lingering effects.
First shot by the lefty. Keith is no good. She gets one more. One more coming up for the lefty, Layla Keith, a 5'10 senior. Coach Matt Korn, as we mentioned, calls her the best athlete on this club. Second shot is short. Rebound underneath by Abby Swan of CP.
Yeah, I think the 10-point difference is primarily due to the live turnovers and the conversion for layups for Clinton Prairie.
That's a good point, Coach. You talk about turnovers, but the live ball turnovers are the ones that will really drive you nuts if you're a coach.
Yes.
Off the miss, Tri-Central basketball. We come up on the 2-minute mark left here in the third quarter.
You notice last couple minutes when the lead is ballooned, Creason has not touched the ball. The guards have not been able
to
get her in the post. And when they got back in the game.
Swan fires the triple. Offensive board by Wilson, and another opportunity for CP.
These long rebounds on the three-point shots are really hurting.
Morgan fires it, and she connects. She got her feet set, Coach, and she drains it. 13-point lead, largest of the night with 1:40 to go in the quarter.
This press has really been bothersome.
Keith using that left hand on her strong side, loses the handle. Ball loose, snatched up again by CP. 2-on-1 numbers if they hurry. At the other end, a layup up. No good. Wilson couldn't convert. And it's on the floor. And the tie-up gives the arrow to Tri-Central.
Well, Clinton Prairie said that they wanted to control the tempo. Tri-Central said they wanted to run the floor, and it's almost the opposite. You're seeing Clinton Prairie really, really run the floor.
Yeah, CP doing a nice job, really just getting up and down the floor against this young Tri-Central club. That pressure's been the difference.
And it's easy to run the court when you keep turning the ball over.
Especially off the live ball turnover, as you said. Dempsey fires it. That's too strong. Battled on that weak side, out of bounds, and it's going to stick with Tri-Central with 1:08 to go in the third.
Well, last time they ran a nice inbounds play and got a layup with a cut from the elbow. Let's see what they do here. But typically, they've been running almost 4 out. There's another cut to the basket, but Clinton Prairie covered it really well.
Conrad has it for Tri-Central. CP led 9-8 at the end of one, led 25-22 at the break as Dempsey fires a 3 off that left side. No good, out of bounds. Back to CP. 13-point lead, as we mentioned, the largest of the night for Clinton Prairie here with 54 seconds to go in quarter number 3.
Yeah, Clinton Prairie's ability to turn Tri-Central over and their offensive rebounding have been key to converting the 3-point lead to 13 here.
Wide open out of that corner 3 ball. No good, out of the hands that time for Clinton Prairie of Taylor Morgan. Long rebound by Tri-Central. Here's Creason off the stop. Tries to fire it, partially blocked by Wilson. And the arrow's going to give it to Clinton Prairie. So good defense that time by Wilson.
Yeah, that was a tough shot by Creason. It was a 1-on-3 fast break, and she pulled up at the free throw line and had the ball down at her waist for one of the shorter players could tie her up. See if they hold for one shot.
Tri-Central going man for the final 30 seconds. Wilson off the stutter step move, steps outside the arc. Now gets it back with 6. Off the baseline drive, Wilson fires it at the horn, contact no call, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters of action in the books here at Clinton Prairie High School. It's the host Gophers 43, Tri-Central 30. The finish coming up, Taylor Morgan and company up 13, and this is the ISC Sports Network.
Mulberry Telecommunications would like to apologize this holiday season. You see, we may have made our fiber optic internet too fast and too reliable, which isn't really a problem for any of our members. However, we fear that once Santa stops at a home in a Mintel fiberhood for milk and cookies, and he finds out that he can binge watch and stream all of his holiday favorites over gigabit speeds with no buffering, well, the only thing slow this holiday season might just be Santa. For more information on our fiber internet packages or Mintel services, visit mintel.net.
Attention all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside Frankfort, Indiana, our venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. We provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. Alongside Coach Bob Meslam, I am Brian Jennings as we begin the fourth quarter, Coach.
Well, I say the story of that third quarter is Clinton Prairie turning turnovers into layups to take their lead from 3 to 13.
Yeah, they outscored Tri-Central in that quarter, Coach, 18-8, and many of those 18 points came off that live ball turnover, as you mentioned. Tri-Central basketball to begin the final frame with some work to do, down 13. Dempsey looking to pound it inside for Creason, ripped away, and another turnover. CP with a basketball.
And whenever she has her defender sealed like that, they have to throw it over the top so that she can just post and turn and drop step and get a layup.
Creason gets the board off the miss, and a foul in the backcourt. Or what do we got? Traveling call, looks like.
Well, Creason passed to one of her guards. Her guard wasn't looking, so Creason picked it up to avoid another live ball turnover. And
got the turnover.
Yeah, they got the turnover, just not a layup.
So Gophers working with the basketball here, up 13, 7:36 remaining in the ball game. Wilson off that inbound, has it, foul line right now. She'll put it off the crossover move. Great move to the bucket, and she shoots 2. Now Wilson a little slow to get up. Yeah, watch right here on the replay. Watch the crossover. She heads to the line to shoot, too. Let us be the first to welcome you to Fiberhood. Mintel Fiber Optic Services offer super fast, reliable internet with gigabit speeds, streaming TV packages, and voice solutions. Sign up today at www.mintel.net. That's mintel.net, or call 765-296-2885 for more information. First one, no good. Wilson gets one more.
Well, we'll see how Tri-Central gets back in the game. Do they put, if they score, can they do any full court pressure? Do they go back to their trapping zone, or do they stay in their man-to-man once they played toward the latter stages of the third quarter? But this press has really been bothersome for them to get into their offense.
Don't forget, at the completion of this one, we'll have the Willow Creek Barn postgame show where we will name the Frankfort Eagles Clinton County Player of the Game. That's coming up at the completion of this one. 13-point lead, 7.5 to go in this one. Clinton Prairie has been in control since we tossed it up here inside Clinton Prairie High School tonight. Off the right side, shot no good that time from Keith. Battled in the corner. Who's getting it? It's going to stick with Tri-Central. So Dempsey will inbound deep in the corner for Tri-Central. Down 13. Finds her sister. Now they get it on top there to Claire Conrad. Conrad swings it off that right side. 3-ball Keith. Too strong. Long board. Battle for. And off the miss. 1-on-1 to the bucket. The stop and pop. No good, but a 2-shot foul coming up for Clinton Prairie.
So if you shoot a three-pointer and you have a long rebound, it either goes one way. It's just an offensive rebound, or a defensive gets it and goes the other way for a layup. And unfortunately, that time for Tri-Central, the rebound was long and layup, 2 free throws. And they've shot some free throws here in the second half.
And as they say, long shots lead to long misses, lead to long runouts. One more coming up. Perez misses both. And who's getting it? Tri-Central. Seven minutes remaining in the ball game. Keith off the speed dribble comes into the front court, and she is fouled from behind. Foul going to be charged to Alexis Perez of Clinton Prairie. Team number 1 here in the fourth quarter with 6:55 remaining. You know how the fouls reset at each quarter, Coach. I think that's been a great rule implemented by the National Federation.
It's taken a lot of pressure off free throws because nobody shoots 1-1 anymore.
Right. Mid-range J by Stewart is up and good. Nice move that time. The shot goes.
So now he's holding up his fingers. I'm guessing they're going to do a little press and maybe go back to 1-3-1 trapping because they're sagging 2-3 in their man-to-man. Allowed Clinton Prairie to get a lot of easy looks in the third quarter.
Baseline drive. Swan, pull up. And she gets it to drop. She's had a solid night tonight. 45-32. That 13-point lead matches the biggest of the night with 6 minutes and change remaining in the ball game. Stewart to the timeline for Tri-Central. Now Dempsey comes and gets it. Keith. Looks like she pulled up lame off the miss.
Not a good angle for her from the right side like that.
Gophers have it, under 6 to play.
The Trojans are back into their man-to-man.
Wilson comes and gets it. Off the right wing, here's Swan. Swan goes baseline by Creason. Floater no good. And the rebound by Keith of Tri-Central. Keith, looks like she might have hurt that left knee. Now they're going to stop play. We saw that last trip down. She looked like she might have injured that left knee, and that's one thing Tri-Central can't afford is another injury.
Yeah, I think she came down a little awkwardly on the layup, but at the other end, that's the second time on back-to-back possessions that Clinton Prairie was able to drive the baseline and get layups. They didn't convert, but you have to throw it into the post right here. You have to look at that girl.
Stewart tracks it down with 5:20 to go. Another steal at the other end. Wilson to the rack. She gets the hoop. 15-point lead, largest of the night as we approach the 5-minute mark left in the ball game. 47-32. Tri-Central works with the basketball and a foul in the front court. Stewart got fouled that time.
It's interesting they're using Lillian Stewart as an outlet in the backcourt. She's a post player. Typically, you'll have your guards or your wings back there setting picks for each other, trying to screen to get open. But Coach Corner has elected to have Stewart be the outlet for the passes in the backcourt.
Lennon got the personal for Clinton Prairie. Team number 2 here in the quarter, 5 minutes remaining. Dempsey into the front court. Stewart now has it.
You have to throw it in there. I'm sorry. Coaching enemy is coming out, but
that's why you're in the analyst chair.
Yeah. But Creason is sealed. You can see her numbers. Her hands are up, and the girl behind her is a half foot shorter than she is. And whether it gets intercepted or not, you got to throw the ball in there.
Freshman Conrad travels with a basketball. .443 to go in the ball game. 15-point lead for CP. Looking to add here. That's the biggest of the night for the Gophers. Clinton looking to go to 4-5 on the season to snap that 3-game losing streak.
Well, as a coach, you would like to see Tri-Central show a little bit more urgency here, both on the offense and defensive end. They're in their man-to-man. It's kind of a switching man-to-man. It's not attacking. At the other end, they're passing the ball around the perimeter, and they've only scored 32 points in 27 and a half minutes, and now they're down 15 with 4:16 to go. So I would like to see them pick up the urgency a little bit on both ends of the court.
CP basketball here as we approach the midway mark left in this one.
But Clinton Prairie has done a wonderful job of controlling the tempo. They've been able to run when they want to run, which has been off turnovers.
Off the turnover, Stewart finds it for Tri-Central. Trojans need to get back in this one, get a bucket and hurry. Down 15. 4 minutes left in the ball game. Dempsey loses it. Picked up by Swan of Clinton Prairie. Swan. Bounce pass right side. Lily Coleman, who's in for the first time tonight, the junior guard. Morgan.
So Clinton Prairie's already surpassed. They average 45 points a game. They're 47. So they're going to be a few points ahead of their season average. And Tri-Central's going to struggle to get there. They average 44, and they've only got 32, and we got less than 4 minutes to go on the clock.
Both clubs going to their bench. Creaston back into the game now for Tri-Central. And Dempsey dumps it deep into the backcourt where it's tracked down here by Keith.
It's good to see Layla Keith back in the game after going out.
Creason off the mid-range jumper, left baseline J, no good. And it's picked up by CP. One and done that trip down for Tri-Central. Nobody stops the basketball. Elbow jumper. Abby Swan is no good as it goes over the top of the basket support.
Yeah, the basket support has caught 2 or 3 balls tonight. Typically, they don't catch any, but tonight we've had 2 or 3.
Tight rims inside the CP gym. 3:22 to go and a 15-point lead for Clinton Prairie here tonight on the ISC Sports Network. There's that pressure again by CP. That's been a problem all night for Tri-Central.
It's really tough when you pick up your dribble. As soon as you come, there you go. Look, go to the basket.
Creasing to the line.
Yeah. They went away from that in the second half, hence the 15-point deficit. Not the only reason, but I think it's a part of it.
At Davis Comfort Solutions, we understand that comfort is important. That's why our team of highly experienced technicians will strive to be your go-to when it comes to your home, shop, or business's heating and cooling needs. For more information on financing and special offers, visit us online at daviscomfortsolutions.com. One more coming up for the Southpaw. She gets that to go.
She's had a wonderful game.
Timeout taken. We will keep it right here with 3:05 remaining in the ballgame. Don't forget the Willow Creek Barn postgame show coming up. at the completion of this one, where Coach will name the Frankfort Eagles Clinton County Player of the Game. So get your computer out, get your formula going, put in the data, Coach, and give us the Player of the Game at the completion of this one. .305 remaining in the ball game. 13-point lead for Clinton Prairie. Up next for Tri-Central will be at home next Thursday where they take on Maconaquah. And Clinton Prairie will be off till next Thursday as well, where they will travel up to Lafayette Jeff to take on a very good Bronco club. And that's what we talked about, Coach. Clinton Prairie, you know, you look at, and both these clubs for that matter, both these clubs really play outstanding conference games. And with Rossville, Sheridan, Carroll, you know, Delphi, Eastern, Clinton Central, Taylor, and then you step out and play in that non-conference. You look for Clinton Prairie, of course, next week. They go to Lafayette Jeff.
Yeah, and Lafayette Jeff is what have been a powerhouse in basketball for many years,
yes,
both on the boys and the girls
absolutely
side.
Just going to make you better come late January and February when the postseason starts, and after the timeout, foul in the backcourt against Tri-Central.
I remember going to a basketball camp in Dayton back in the 1967 at Taylor, and Marion Crawley was one of the coaches.
Man, that's going back a ways.
That's one of the legendary high school basketball coaches in the state of Indiana basketball history. But it was fun times, and he was always about the fundamentals. Everything was fundamentals.
I think that's something that you look at the good programs over the years with their tradition down through the years, and that's been the one staple no matter who's been the coach. Obviously, the coach has changed, Coach, but the tradition of programs don't. And a lot of times, like for example, we'll use Lafayette Jeff. They've had, as you said, a rich tradition, boys and girls down through the years. You know, you think back, you know, down through the years of some of the coaches that have come out of that place, and you understand why programs like that have had success, because they have stuck to the same blueprint, and that's been fundamentals.
Didn't he win something like 27 sectionals
exactly,
in a row?
Yeah.
And that's, you know, back in the day, back in any day, that's unbelievable.
That was single class.
Yes, yes.
Back when they had 16 team sectionals.
Yes.
And off the turnover, CP basketball, 2:40 to go in this one. Clinton Prairie just looking to stretch it out as they look for the victory here tonight and snap that 3-game losing streak.
And I'm sure in this area they remember a guy named Denny Brady that was Mr. Basketball in '64, went to play at Purdue, and from Lafayette Jeff.
Baseline jumper up and good. And again, that's Hiley Wilson with the hoop. 15-point lead once again, 2:14 to go in the game. Dempsey looks to pound it inside, crease, and finds a loose ball. Stewart now wide open triple. She can't get that to go. And again, on the weak side, it's Hiley Wilson with a rebound. And we've got a stoppage for an injury. I believe that's one of the Dempsey sisters. Dempsey.
Tri-Central's had a couple girls hit the floor in the last 2 or 3 trips down the court, but they look very tired.
Yes.
They look very tired. And when you're being pressed the entire game, and when you're being successfully pressed the entire game, not only are you physically tired, you're mentally tired, and then you're emotionally like, you know what, we're almost done. We're almost done. And you hate to feel that way, but that's what happened.
Yeah, it's been one of those nights for this Tri-Central club. Dempsey coming off on her own power. As you said, she just looked gassed. 3-on-none off the breakaway, and the shot is good. Swan with the bucket. 17-point lead, largest of the night, under 2 to go in the ball game.
Well, that's the first time that Clinton Prairie, the Tri-Central had pressed in the last possession and led to a layup for Clinton Prairie.
You know, I'm sure if you talk to Coach Korn, he'll tell you he'd love to press a little bit more, but when you've had as much illness and injury that this club from Tri-Central has had, it's just not in the game plan right now.
He's had 4 ACL tears in the last year. You know, some programs don't have that, and You know,
20
in
years.
their history.
You're right. No, you're right.
And you know, he and I talked about this, and the girls, just based on the way physiologically, the way they're grouped, the ACL tears are a little bit more prevalent on the girls' side than the boys' side. But unfortunately, he's had 4 of them in the last year. Only had 9 of 18 players available for practice, and they've had a lot of illnesses and injuries to work through. But they still credit to these girls, they're still playing the schedule.
Absolutely. Wilson splits a pair. Tri-Central basketball. Down the lane, a runner. No good. That time from Keith. And the ball picked out of there by the Trojans. Stewart. Now off that right side. 3 ball, no good again from Keith. She'll try it again. No good that time as well.
Very unselfish play by Creason, getting the offensive rebound and throwing out to her teammate to try to get her on track, even though we have 55 seconds to go in the game. But I've been very impressed with the play of Logan Creason for Tri-Central in this losing effort.
Tri-Central, you can just see it's just a matter of time for this club. They've just dealt with so many illness and injury that they'll get back to where they need to be. And as Clinton Prairie looks to stretch it here and just run some clock. Swan has it. Now finds Wilson. With 30 seconds to go.
Unless they come out and foul, I'd be surprised if they take a shot here.
Clinton just spreading out the floor. Clinton will pick up the victory tonight. That'll be their 4th victory of the year in 9 tries and go to 500 in conference play at 2-2, snapping that 3-game losing streak. And Tri-Central's 2-game winning streak will come to an end tonight as Clinton Prairie will pick up the 52-34 victory over Tri-Central tonight.
What a good show of sportsmanship, just running out the clock there. You're up 18 points in the 4th quarter with the clock running down. So Clinton Prairie, nice win for those young ladies.
Time now for the Willow Creek Barn post-game show where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. And, of course, the final tonight it was CP 52, Tri-Central 34. If you're just tuning in, CP had a 9-8 lead at the end of one, opened up a 3-point advantage at the end of the first half, outscoring Tri-Central 16-14 in that second quarter. Third quarter, it was all CP coaches. They outscored Tri-Central 18-8. Many of those came off of live ball turnovers.
Yes. I think there at the end of the second quarter, that 3-pointer at the buzzer kind of propelled them in the second half, and they came out and kept going. And kudos to Clinton Prairie for a good game plan. Being able to control the tempo and converting turnovers into baskets.
Let's name the Frankfort Eagles Clinton County Player of the Game, presented by our friends at the Frankfort Eagles as well as the Clinton County. And it's Abby Swan, the senior guard coach. She had an outstanding performance here tonight for Clinton Prairie.
Yeah, she came in as the leading scorer and rebounder for the program and had a very nice ball game at both ends of the court. And she was one of the key factors in getting offensive rebounds for them to get second shots.
Coach, let's get your final thoughts on this one.
Well, I think we talked about earlier tempo, ball protection, and scoring. Clinton Prairie was able to score. They were half dozen points or so above their average, and Tri-Central struggled with that. Tri-Central really struggled getting into any kind of offense because of the turnover situation, and the pressure of Clinton Prairie really bothered them both at half court and the full court variety. But good game for about 2.5 quarters, and then I think the strength and the depth and just the energy level of Clinton Prairie took off in the last quarter and a half.
Coach, our first time working together. Let's do it again soon.
Thank you.
So that's going to do it. Final score for the final time tonight. It was Clinton Prairie 52, Tri-Central 34. For my partner, Bob Messlem, and our entire production crew from ISC, my name is Brian Jennings. You've been watching high school basketball here on the ISC Sports Network.
The ISC Sports Network is your home for sports content across the Hoosier State. Find us live on TV and streaming or archived on our website and our app. The ISC is your one-stop shop for the content you want to see, including high school sports, college sports, and other great events throughout the year. Subscribe to our streaming service and get access to it all. ISC, local lives here.
Tonight's game is presented to you in parts by the Frankfort Eagles. Post 976, they are people helping people. By Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By the healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By the Farmers Bank. where you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. By the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. And by Tornado Roofing, specializing in residential and commercial roofing and repair.
Mulberry Telecommunications would like to apologize this holiday season. You see, we may have made our fiber optic internet too fast and too reliable, which isn't really a problem for any of our members. However, we fear that once Santa stops at a home in a Mintel fiberhood for milk and cookies, and he finds out that he can binge watch and stream all of his holiday favorites over gigabit speeds with no buffering, well, the only thing slow this holiday season might just be